Hey, Ruby Boot Campers, Tori Schneider here. Kevin is at Doxa South, working with some athletes there. So it's just me. John Rayton asked me to do the Ruby, answer the Ruby Boot Camp questions for the Ruby and above. And we won't be there on Monday night, so we had to videotape it. We're going to be in Sacramento, and then we're going to San Clemente and off to New Mexico. We have some teams there. We're going to go get some Ruby Boot Camp points. We're pretty pumped. So the first question is, what pushed us to Ruby and beyond? August 2011, we went to Success School in Texas, and Kevin and I were just dating at the time, and we caught the vision of Advocare. We saw Shannon and Todd Varvel up on stage, and they were talking about financial freedom. They were talking about being home together, doing this business. And the one thing that Kevin and I had an issue with is that we had about $70,000 in debt that we were in denial of, and we were going to get married, and our plan was just to work more. He was a career firefighter. I was a career firefighter. We both worked second jobs just to get by, and how are we going to pay off that debt? And so Advocare became our plan B, and that weekend we made a decision to do the business of Advocare like a business, and we really got after it. That next January, between January and August, that 6-month period, we went from gold to Emerald 9-star, which just blew our minds, changed everything in our life. We paid off that $70,000 in debt, and we had some options. So just seeing that Advocare can do this through a couple on stage at Success School is what really pushed us to go to Ruby and beyond. The second one is the distress phase. We're two firefighters. We're not firefighters now because of Advocare, but distress really isn't, I don't even know if it's really an issue to us because our jobs were so distressful and stressful. And so what we did in the fire department, kind of carried into our life and into Advocare, is when we are in that situation, we just don't know what to do. We get to work. We get into action. We get after it. And, we might not be perfect, but we're very passionate. And we just go and we would share more Advocare, and sometimes we didn't do it right, but we would learn from that, and we just get right back in there and do it again. And that's what really got us through that distress phase. And we just really believe that Advocare could, give us those options. And that's what kind of pushed us through that. And the other part of that is we learned so much. If we felt like we didn't know what to do, like I can remember watching Jenny Donnelly's mixer videos on YouTube over and over and over again before I had to do my first mixer. And I was nervous, but man, I knew Jenny Donnelly's mixer verbatim, and it made me confident. So that can help you guys. Our nugget, I'm going to leave you with this, you guys. You're sitting in a room full of champions. You're being taught by some of the most incredible distributors in Advocare. And you're taking tons of notes. You're learning. You're just being poured into so much. I mean, your cup's just flowing. But if you don't get into action, nothing's ever going to change. You're not going to, that purpose that you have isn't going to happen. And so I want you guys to take everything that you're learning, and I want you to get into action with it. I want you to get uncomfortable, get out there, share your story, cast some vision for some people, connect with people, give them a spark, and see what happens. Because if I can do it and Kevin can do it, then anybody can do it. So I love you all. Have an incredible night, and I'll see you next Monday.